Hi, I'm Wendy,
I'm Debbie.
and we're here at Cat Chat.
We want to welcome Jared,
Jarrett.
our new cameraman,
Hi, Jarrett.
producer.
Thank you
Miss
for
you,
coming
Andy,
today.
but Jared's our new,
Out with Andy.
yeah.
He loved us.
So now Jared's going to be made fun of.
We love Andy. Yeah, so now Jared gets to deal with all the cats climbing in all of his equipment, and
they
he has
have
to check his bags, make sure there's no extra weight and a living creature in there before he leaves.
You know, people out there who feel sorry for Jared should come and adopt these great adult cats so he wouldn't have that problem.
Yes. Of course,
So-
we're working on Jared to take one home
Yes.
intentionally, right?
Right. Right. Oh, there's one in this thing already, so.
It is in your bag, Jared, so we'll have to watch.
All right. So what you got over there?
I got me my baby project, and his name is Ringer, as you know.
Yes.
So let me give you a little bit of backstory. So Ringer came to us 2 weeks ago tomorrow. Today is Wednesday, October 23rd. Is it the 23rd or 22nd?
23rd.
23rd. And I've had him now for 2 weeks tomorrow. Literally was about this tiny. And I always say that the irony is that they look like mice when they're born.
Yes, they do.
That's so ironic. They look like a little mouse when they're born. And he had to have been the 4 days old that the gal that brought him here said that she found two kittens, infants, and next to their dead mother. Or
So
around
then
their dead
They
mother.
couldn't find the mother, but because I was a little mixed up. There's two stories the same
Oh.
day. We took a kitten that the mother got attacked probably by a coyote or something. This mother was gone. I think maybe there's a cat that was hit by a car. Could have been her. Mom's
Yeah,
go and look
mom's
for
gone.
food, and unfortunately one didn't make it. But this lady did a great job on taking
His
care
first
of this
4
one.
days.
So, we had some nursing moms, so that's why I thought maybe that'd be great if we could hook them on and see if that would, because nothing replaces a mom. But I think she was still nursing her older ones, and she's like,
Yeah, we had a couple of nursing mothers, but they had kittens that are quite old.
Yeah.
They didn't need to be nursing. The mom was available for them to continue to nurse. And we tried
No.
2, maybe 3 moms,
Yeah.
and everybody hissed at him and said no, which is very unusual because a lot of times nursing moms who are nursing, they need that milk to keep going out because it hurts to not be nursed on
Right.
at a certain point when it starts drying up. So I said, oh no, I'll take him home. And it's a lot of work. So things I brought here are to show everybody. Ashlyn, do you remember the days when you were a baby? All right, so I brought a bunch of stuff to show you what it takes to have a baby. And he goes every single place with me. He goes everywhere with me. I got to get up in the middle of the night every night and feed him. The day I got him, he dropped down to 2.5 ounces, which that's smaller than birth weight. And she said he was 4 days old, or she had him 4 days. We didn't know how old he was. Turns out we know their eyes open exactly 10 days old. So when his eyes opened, I counted back. She had him his first 4 days of life. And I've had him since 4 days old. And so now, tomorrow, he'll be 18 days old. Is that right? Yes, 18 days old, and he's 6.6 ounces.
The Pudge boy.
Pudgy budgy, and his eyes are open, and he's adorable, and he loves mommy.
Well, let's see him.
But I want to explain some
that's
things
right.
first, because what happens is you got to get all this stuff ready. So if anybody out there wants to donate to us, we blow through this, especially when we have orphans. Fortunately, I only have one orphan right now, but he'll go through a can of this.
Right.
And this is right around $15. And then these are liquid. This is a ready-made. They don't seem to like this as much as this. And I have a feeling it's because it can taste the metal can.
Oh.
I'm not sure. But when you give this to a kitten versus this is powder and you have to mix it up, and you have to mix it only as much as they'll drink. And when you're talking about this guy, he only drinks 5 mLs. Well, when he first came, he was only drinking 3 mLs. This right here, I don't have my glasses on, is 60. 60. So he was drinking drops.
Yeah.
So if I made this, he'd never finish it. Even this little bit,
Right.
I'd be throwing it out. And I do have to throw out plenty because you have to mix it.
Yeah, you can't mix two.
And then they don't drink it after like the third try that you're trying to warm it up, or you don't really want to microwave it, but I do. So this is not the bottle I feed them out of either. I don't like bottles. They don't have the air. You're supposed to undo this right here, just enough for air to be able to get in, and it's so delicate. And then you got to put a hole in here because they don't come with the holes in them. You have to put a hole in these. Just by the way, if you're trying to feed a kitten and you're having no luck, it's because you didn't put a hole in there. They don't really tell you that.
No.
They sell you these bottle kits and they don't tell you that there's no hole in there. You have to take a pin and put a hole in there. If you put too much in there, the kitten drinks too fast and it aspirates into their lungs. I've had that happen. Comes out their nose and everything is very, very delicate. I don't like these bottles because of all of that. Somebody came up with the best baby nipple I've ever used.
Yeah.
Love them. I only store my milk in this because it doesn't come out and I can put it in his cage and carry it with me everywhere I go. Right now he's eating about 10 mLs a meal and he gets like 6 meals a day. So guess what? I make that in the morning and it's gone by night. So this is my carry bottle now. After 20 years of doing this,
Finally,
I'm figuring things out. But
you
it's
learn
new.
something new every time.
I learn all the time. I teach myself all the time. So what I wanted to do is show you some of these things that I need when I go places. I have to take all this stuff with me. And if you're so inclined to want to help us out, I'm going to leave this stuff looking like this because this is the stuff that is very costly but critical to the survival of these orphan kittens. I don't mind doing the work. I can get a little cranky because I'm not sleeping, but
Just a little.
no, not really cranky, but only at times. But this is what I like the most. They sell this even at Walmart. KMR stands for Kitten Milk Replacer. Kitten Milk Replacer. So just remember, KMR. I love these Burt's Bees, and it's for cats, or les chats, for cats.
Oh, okay.
It's French. I use these because he has to go potty, and you have to make a kitten under a month old. You have to stimulate that kitten to potty. And just think, if you are sitting down to a really nice meal, but you really have to go to the bathroom, are you really going to enjoy that meal? No. So I always make them go potty before I feed them. They're a lot less stressed out. They're a lot less fussy. And these are nice because they have like a lotion. They're lotiony and they're wet. So I'm going to pull one of these out and get ready. So if I have everything ready, because it's like bam, 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 which is why I don't want to take him out because he's being really good. He's a good boy. He's like one of my favorite ever newborns because he's not fussy whatsoever and he doesn't cry to be held or anything like that. One of the things that here, I'm going to wipe this off. It goes with me sometimes, but this is the one here at work, and I have one at home. This is just a meat scale. You can buy them anywhere. These are great because they go to the 100th of an ounce. So in order to weigh him, I could put him on a scale and he'd weigh 2 ounces, 2 ounces, 2 ounces, 2 ounces. But what I need and what we know we need to see is he 2.7? Is he going to 2.8? Is he going to 2.9? Or is he going back down to 2.5 like I saw?
Or stay the same weight too.
Or stay the same weight. Staying the same weight for a kitten is not growing. staying the same weight is going backwards. They should grow, 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 grow every
Right.
day, all the time, grow. There's your delivery, Debbie, I think. We're looking out the window. So I would turn this on. I put him on it. It's essential, if you're taking care of a kitten, to know that the weight is going up, up, up.
Right.
It's your primary indicator that they're eating enough. So waste is not an indicator. So how much he pees or how much or how little he poops is not an indicator. So this is our scale. So today I weighed him. He was 6.6. He's getting a bit big.
Last 2 weeks he's grown.
Right. So my favorite nipples are these miracle nipples. You can only get them online right now. Okay? And it's from a company called miraclenipple.com. And they're sold through online retail companies. And so there are various retail companies online that will sell them through their store space, or you can just go straight on www.miraclenipple.com. Now they have two kinds. They have a short one and they have a long one. For some reason, some kittens like this really long one, and there are others and they come about half that length. Some of them like that. He likes these long ones, loves them. And guess what? They already put the hole in them. So you don't have to worry about figuring out if it's too big, too small. I mean, it's a pinhole.
Right.
A little pinhole. Now, how am I going to get this on this bottle? I'm not. The nicest thing about this as well is that you just put it on any syringe.
You took 2 out already.
I took 2 out. And I took 2 out because I brought some. I'm going to put this like that because you're going to need this too. If you want to help us out, I'm going to show you the type of syringes that we need. And I also have to have his burrito blanket, which I'll explain in a second. Okay, so to those people that are in the medical field, this is just common knowledge. To me, when I first started the shelter and then eventually the clinic, this is where I learned that there's a difference in the tips of a syringe. Okay, so this does not do well on what's called a regular tip.
Oh, really?
No, it does not do well. The size of that is a little big, and so when I put that on there, he'll pull it right off. The suction, he sucks so hard that this comes off, and then I'm trying to not stop the launch sequence, because once he starts eating, he needs to keep going or he gets fussy. So I'm trying to keep this on there and everything. This is called a lure lock. It's right here on the box. It's called a lure lock, L-U-E-R, L-U-E-R. It's called a lure lock. What happens is if you have a needle that you're going to put on this, if you put a needle on this, it's going straight down, but there's nothing to lock it on there. If you put a needle on that, you can see you're going to scroll it down, and that needle's not coming off of there because it scrolls into there. So that's what's called that lure lock. So when I take this and I put it on a lure lock, it fits perfectly, and he cannot get that off. So right now, I've gone very rapidly in the last 2 weeks from having 5 ml lure locks to 10 ml to 20 ml because I never don't want to have the full meal for him. If he stops and he's still sucking, there's no milk here, they get very frustrated, and then they don't want to relatch on. So I always have to make sure that the meal is fully in here. So now what I do is I heated this up, whoops, and that happens all the time, which is why we have the blankie. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I just do this. I do this, and I suck it down here, because you're going to get to see a baby sucking down, because he is a good eater. Hey, you don't get to be 6.6 ounces in no time. Here, take that, Debbie. This is how it goes, people. It's not clean and it's not easy. So I usually do this on my kitchen sink, though, not on my lap. So I'm going to get the air out of here. Okay, I'm pushing up and getting the air out of there because you don't want the baby, just like a newborn, just like your kids. You don't want them swallowing air. It causes gas, and that gas makes them have to burp, and then they're uncomfortable. Like I said, this guy is one of my favorites. He's really easy. So you have to have everything ready. So introducing Ringer. Here's my boo-boo. All right. Here's my boo-boo juju.
Look at that face.
Hi, Ringer. That's Mama's Ringer. There him is. And then when he gets near Mommy, he purrs and purrs. I'll try to get him to purr. Hi, baby. Oh, okay. Well, he's fussy because he has to go potty and he knows it's time to eat. I do carry toilet paper with me, so I'll do that. I go 1, 2, put it around. But, and for this sake, I'm going to just use this because I want you to see that in order to stimulate this baby, you just have to just gently rub and you keep moving and you can see he's peeing. All right. If you don't do this and it sounds gross or whatever and you're like, they will die.
Yes,
they will absolutely die. And he has to cry. And the reason he has to cry, just like any baby, and he's saturated this thing. So I'm going to move on to the next. It's nicer when you have a little bit of moisture on your towel because it doesn't.
It's okay, Mama.
This baby's okay. Do you want to feed this baby?
Chad been fixed. It's
Yeah.
been a long time.
Yeah, well, you know what? I've had a fixed cat drop milk and nurse.
It's okay, Mama.
It's okay. All right, he's okay.
All the mamas are coming over.
They're all these moms. There are 3 moms down here. Yeah, no, you can't take this baby. What she wants to do is take him off and take care of him. It's okay. You're being a good girl. It's a nice girl.
Yes, she is.
Okay, so thank you. All right, let me show you the reason why I named him Ringer. Is because he has a ring around this leg and he has a little ring around that leg. And that's why I named him Ringer. So I'm going to now burrito. Okay. I know Ringer, but before I do that, I'm going to wash my hands because I just pottied him. So these come in handy for mommy and baby. Okay, so that's good. I know. Here we go, Ringer. He is a trip. So I burrito them. And the reason I burrito them is they're much calmer. So he's going to latch onto this because he's a great eater. Come on, here you go, Bubba. There he goes. And there's how you feed a baby. Oh, my goodness. There's the milks. He's a piggy.
Some gets out.
Yeah, you just keep going.
Hey.
You don't stop the launch sequence once you start. Is that good? Okay, once they turn their head, don't keep pressing. Now, for the most part, he was sucking on his own, but I give gentle pressure, and I always measure what's in there. I saw that was at like 15, and so then it's down to 9. So he ate 0.6. He ate 6 mLs rather.
That's
and
pretty quick, too.
And that's it. Boom, he's done. So it's the prep time that takes the whole time. And then here him is. Hi. And then he's in a food coma. And now he's in a pattern. The next thing he does is purr.
You can hear him.
Can you hear that? He's my precious boy. I think I have him by the mic.
Mama.
There he is.
He's okay, Mama.
There he is. And then we show everybody the Buddha belly. Bing.
The belly.
We got a Buddha belly. Yes, we do. Mommy, you want to clean his face? A real mommy that will clean your face?
Nope. She
wants to take him. And that's a good thing. I'm like, she is not going to hurt him. She's, aw, sweetheart. You can sit.
She has 6 kittens. We have a couple still here.
You want to sit there with him? Yeah. You want to clean him up for me? That would be helpful. Oh, look at that. Oh my, she's cleaning them. This is lovely. One big happy family. Now she's probably going to want to take him off. Mm-hmm. They do carry them by the back of the neck on purpose. Well, this is great. Oh, good. Make him go poop. It's really hard to make a kitten defecate because they don't do it as quickly as they pee. Like
Right.
every time I pick him up to feed him, he's got to pee. He'll go 3 or 4 days, this kitten, without pooping, and he doesn't have to poop. You know when they have to poop. And, they're uncomfortable, they're distended in the back. He just doesn't have to poop that much. He's using all of his resources to grow, man. And then, of course, this mom probably will try to take care of things. If she smells it and it doesn't need to be done, she's going to smell it and she's going to know he's good. And so she's just going to clean him up. Isn't that sweet?
A good mom, and she's young, and she's a good mom.
Yeah, she's a sweetie pie. You're a sweetie
And
pie.
she's up for adoption.
Not anymore. I need her.
She's a great cat.
You're a good girlie.
She had
Look
6
at
kittens.
you. He wants to come up with mom. He is growing
He's a mama's
to
boy.
the point where, he likes to nap in my hair. So, and now he's playing. And I think one of the most precious things last night when Wynn came over, I know I love you too. Listen to you purring. He's kissing my face. I love you. And sometimes he'll want to play now after he eats. So
This is funny.
I sat him like this, and then I'm like, "You want to play?" And then when he plays, he can't really focus too good, so he slaps his paws together, and it looks like he's praying. Like that. He can't really see because he's still learning to focus. So then he slapped. What are you praying for? Are you praying for a good family? You're praying for the good family.
In 6 weeks.
In about 6 weeks.
Oh, look, he's biting his paw.
7 weeks. He'll be ready to go. Oh, I know you're playing with mom now. Oh my goodness. Isn't this cute, you guys? Little ringer man. He is just as precious as the day is long. He's worth every minute that I have to wake up in the middle of the night or stay up late. And you're going to play with your own toes and your own tail? That's why God made cats with tails, so they always had something to play with. There's always something to play with. Would you like to hold on to this baby for me? All right, you go ahead and do that.
Right.
There it is.
And we got a couple other kittens we're going to show you too.
You can hold the kittens. I'm going to
I'll
stay
hold the
right
kittens,
here.
so
Look
here,
at
can we
that.
take a cut? His name is Nevada. It's his mama right there.
Georgia.
There's them already. He has,
Hyperplasia.
and so he shakes. He's actually pretty good. Wynn and I were talking yesterday. We've had cats where they just fall. He does it. He plays.
He plays.
And
It's called cerebellar hyperplasia, and they're born with it. Typically, what happens is in the womb, maybe mom had an upper respiratory when she was pregnant.
Okay.
And it causes the babies to randomly be born with hyperplasia. He's never going to get better. He's never going to get worse. This is how he will always be. It's nothing you can treat. It's nothing that causes him to have any worse life at his level. Now, there are kittens with hyperplasia that literally just walk in a circle. And those kittens obviously are euthanized because there's just no quality of life when you have it
just do that.
severely.
Yeah.
But with him, he just enjoys life. He can climb everything.
Nothing stops him, and
Nothing stops him.
He doesn't know he
Hi.
has a problem. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
He just thinks this is normal, and he
Yeah.
gets on top of it. He's climbing in the kitten room like you wouldn't believe.
Hi, buddy.
Jumps on everything, plays
can
with. Oh, and very playful.
He's super playful, and he's a dolly.
Oh, he is.
He loves to be held, and hi, sweetie.
He does
Hi.
like to be held, but he also he loves to play. And you play with a stick like this. Let's see if he'll come over. Hey.
Come here, Nevada.
This is one of his favorites.
Uh-oh. Bye, Mama. Don't take my baby with you. Mommy is super playful, too, because
Yes,
she's
she
young.
is. She's young.
Thank you.
He thinks
He thinks
look at
that.
him.
Oh, you
He's
cute
the
boy. Come on
favorite
up
toy.
here.
Come on.
Come on. He can get wherever he wants to go.
Yeah.
He can get wherever he wants to go. So, and Mommy, Georgia, come on, Mama.
She's like, no, I gave that one up. No.
Yeah. Kitty, 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 kitty.
Says, I'm done with that one. I don't want that one.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
Stop by the store. It's open. It's beautiful. We have some amazing items over there. I'm telling you, if you're looking, we got kitchen items. The stuff that we have is just amazing. And if
People are
you're-
donating like crazy. Thank you so very much. So very much. We have to find a way to stay in this building. We have a lot of square footage. This is the way we've chosen to do it. So thank you for donating. Please come and buy as well.
she's got everything.
We've got stuff. We're going to be
Everything.
opening up the warehouse for furniture, sales, and all kinds of stuff. So it's just taking a little bit of time. You know, we've got animals to take care of. And so,
Very great quality of items.
Right,
and
right.
A lot of Halloween, and then after Halloween passes, it's going to be tons of Christmas trees, Christmas items, decorations.
Yeah, we're going to have an open house December 8th. It's Sunday, December 8th from 12 to 5. We're going to have a big open house, wine tasting. We'll have fully decorated Christmas trees to buy. Santa, the Santa, will be here. You can take pictures with just you, your family, your pets. You can bring your dogs, your cats, your fish, your reptiles, whatever you want to bring. Santa's done goats and everything. So all of that will be here and more. Raffle baskets, and just you get to tour the whole facility. It'll be a lot of fun.
On the open house, there's not tickets they have to buy. They
Nope.
just can come.
Just come. If you want to do the wine tasting, you'll have to show ID. 21 and over, you'll get a wristband. You can do the wine tasting. We have wine. We have 5 different kinds of wine that the board members and I made a little while back. And so we have 5 different kinds of wine to taste that are what we felt were the best of the best wines at a winery in Akron that we went to. It was so much fun. So we do have that already made and ready to go. And it's all for these guys.
That's right.
It's all for these guys. It's what we do.
Not for us,
No.
the volunteers or anything like that.
No.
It's for her to pay rent for here, to food, water, and not water. But I want to thank
let's try
everybody
again.
that donates anything. It's so greatly appreciated.
Here he goes again.
And
What?
the volunteers, I want to thank you, because this place was not wasn't for the volunteers
Right.
and the people who donate to help us out. People to donate food, all sorts of stuff, and now they're giving us their items to resell so
Okay,
we
okay.
could save
Yes,
cats, and that's what we're here to do. So,
That's what we're doing.
and so
That's
Linger
what we're
will be
doing.
up for adoption in a couple months,
Maybe.
maybe.
And there he is in his blanket burrito. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good one.